It was the weekend of Christmas vacation. I was filling in for the one and only David Venable on a Sunday in the Kitchen with David. It was about 3.5 hours in, and one of my favorite brands was in that show called Bell Howell. I love Bell Howell. I always listen to my dad, my Rudy, and he loved this brand, and I do too. And honestly, you've known about it your whole life. And in that show, my friend Kylie Watts, who just showed you that you can actually seal goods that are baked, which is incredible, was with me with this today's special value. And I am beaming because I was just telling Kim Gravel she needs one. She needs one for Bo, her son going off to college, because this has never happened before as a today's special value. Bell Howell is a company that literally since 1907 has been innovators and game changers in exciting developments for our lives. And they have recreated the fabulous sealer, which we know is going to save us money, save us time. We're not going to be throwing our food away. If you want to save money, if you want to save time, if you don't want to throw your hard-earned dollars away, then you've got to get InstaSeal, which was on the air on January 5th, and it sold out. We posted the sold-out sign on air. We were able literally to make a phone call that Monday morning to Bell Howell and say, wait, our customers love this, but they're disappointed that it's sold out. So we're at an even better price right now, and this is the lowest price we found. Every place else right now, the Bell Howell InstaSeal upright bag vacuum sealer. And guess what? You get 12 bags, but you can use any bag, the chip bag. Kim has a real issue with a lot of the cereal going crazy in her house. So the cereal bag, or any bags you can buy anywhere, we do give you these, but this collection is $66 as a, $64.98 as a today's special value. The retail is $99.99 every place else but right here. And if you say, oh, I have a sealer or I don't need this, let me tell you, I have not had a sealer for years because I don't like how big they are, Miss Kylie Watts. I don't like all the space that they take up, but this one is a unique footprint. It basically is about the size of a carton of milk, and we'll show you that in a moment. And if you're one of the many people who were able to pick this up before it sold out completely when we were on the air, and it even surprised me in a way, and the fact that we were able, and we don't have as many as we would like, to go to our friends at Bell Howell. You know, they were innovators in making all the movie projectors back in the day. So we wouldn't enjoy our lives at the movies if it wasn't for Bell Howell. And then they said, well, we got to get into other innovative and creative engineering for everybody's lives, and that's what this is all about. But if you don't have a sealer, I know you're throwing money away. I know you're taking food that should stay fresh and you're throwing it in the trash. And Kylie, to be able to say the lowest price we've offered and a thumbprint that's never been seen before, except for the first time it was on the air and it sold out, and now it's at an even better price at $64.98 and already 100 ordered. I know I get very excited about what I present, but this is so near and dear to my heart because I saw this fly out the door at QVC, and normally it would take us 6 months to a year to make this a value of the day. There's not enough to go around all day long, but Kylie's going to show you why this is going to save you money. I know today you probably threw something away because the chip was stale, or the cracker didn't taste good, or the cheese got a little bit moldy, or for goodness sake, those expensive avocados were starting to turn. So we want to hear from you. Give us a call. But Kylie, you bring us such great problem solutions at QVC and have been our friend for QVC forever. I know, even soup. Can you take us through the high points of this that's going to save us money, save us time, and maybe be your favorite appliance you've ever had in your kitchen?
Yes, well, I think right here, this is where you can see the proof right here. These were actually cut on Monday. We are now into Wednesday, and you can see how fresh and how great they are because let's face it, Janie, you know air is the enemy when it comes to preserving our food. So we want to be able to buy in bulk, save money, portion control, do all the things, and we want to do it in a silhouette that's small, that's compact, that doesn't take up a lot of space, and for the first time ever is a vertical sealer. So that means you can do things like soups and chilies and marinades and things that you maybe have never been able to seal before.
That's amazing.
That is literally the size of that
So
milk.
this just came to me when we were looking at it.
I know, it's brilliant.
Overhead is the same thumbprint as a carton of milk, and next to it, it's about the same size as a carton of milk.
Yeah.
I know that there is no other sealer on the planet that can do that. And even though you're getting 12 bags, 6 medium and 6 large, you're also able to use any bag out there. Not every sealer does that, and even the bags that things come in. So why don't we take you through the unit? Call us if you want to, because we'd love to hear from you, especially if you're a part of the group that made this a sold out sign in its debut. And I have never seen, one of your friends from Bell Howell said, Jane, have you ever seen an item sell out and about a month and a half later come back as a value of the day with 300 out the door? I'm like, never. And also, I love how easy it is to use. There's not a bunch of crazy steps.
No,
Can you take us
you're
through?
going to get it home. You're going to plug it in. There's a power switch on the back of it. And when you look at the top of it, this is a true 2-in-1. So not only are we going to seal items, we're going to vacuum seal too. And it's as simple as you turn it on. It'll preheat for about a minute. It takes a minute. This will be flashing when it's preheating, solid when it's ready to go. And you pick what you want to do. You literally pick vacuum seal or seal, and you hit that start button. And Miss Janie, the big key is you want to make sure you get that bag all the way to the back up in here. And what's great about this is it automatically starts to feed. So I'm just going to glide it along just for TV's sake, but this is going to do all the hard work for me. So now what's happening, because we're vacuuming and sealing, it's going to get about 3/4 of the weight done.
This is where it gets cool.
Start the vacuuming
Everybody
process.
watch.
And it's great because it has a design where if you want to take a little bit of air out, you can hit the stop button and stop it at any time. But it also knows when it has the peak freshness and it pulls everything out. So our beautiful carrots that maybe we just picked up from the market that we wanted to buy in bulk and we don't want them to go bad, now they're going to stay fresher longer because we're not leaving the air inside of this. And the great part is, like you said, you can use any bag that you have.
Bag.
You can reuse these bags over and over again, but they're going to keep your food fresher for longer.
And even the bags that things come in too, like the cereal bags. I made a little list, and I want you to listen to me. If you've ever bought cereal, pet food, chips, pita chips, pretzels, pasta, baked goods, fruit, veggies, you need this. And that was only the tip of the iceberg. What if you buy a lot of QVC food? Come over with me as we get ready for another demo, because this is an overhead shot of the freezer that we have here.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Look at all the food that we have in here. We have meal prep, so then you're all set to go. But when we think about the very expensive foods that we buy here at QVC, even when they tell me the bags are easily resealed, I can never do it very well.
And the fridge too. We made the fridge beautiful for you. With all of your meal prep, all of your cheeses, all of the things that you love. And maybe you're someone who like only lives with one other person like me. We can save money by buying in bulk. So look how gorgeous that is, where you can see everything, but you know it's fresher for longer.
You've thrown it out because there's freezer burn. You've thrown it out because the strawberries went bad. We've all done that. That's not going to happen here. And by the way, some of the things in there are also coming up in our Kitchen Ideas show. I just feel like it's mom, because number one, my dad loved Bell Howell. It was a company since 1907 that has been changing the game and changing the way we're living our lives. This is the first ever vertical sealer. So you can do soup, which we're going to show you in a moment. But if you buy any food from QVC, like I love the gourmet croissants.
Oh, yes.
They don't come in a resealable bag. This is something that is going to change the game. And if you take your lunch to work, or you are someone that goes camping, or you live alone now and you say, I can't buy 12 chicken breasts. Yes, you can, because you can literally professionally seal them, save that money, and not throw those freezer burned. I just got mine, so I was able to get mine today with 600 ordered. And I love soft pretzels. And I had to throw soft pretzels away because they were all freezer burned. That will not happen. Okay, but this is what this design does that no other sealer on the planet can do.
And this was just me too, dumping the soup in. I made the mess too. So you can see the bag's not leaking. That was totally me with my thing. But this is what's so great about this. Other food sealers are kind of like that clamshell design. You can't do things that have a lot of liquid inside of here. So here's that whole can of soup in here. We're literally just going to do the seal button on it. So we're going to hit the seal thing. We're going to hit start.
You don't need to vacuum this,
No, we don't need to vacuum this. But what's unique about this design too is there is actually an overflow protection on it. So if you are doing things like liquid and any of it gets in the machine, it knows to automatically turn itself off if that gets too full. So lots of really great ingenuity designed in this. So there goes our soup. You can see it's automatically feeding through, which we love. And it's doing a double seal, Janie, which is great. So a lot of other sealers on the market only have one. This is a double seal, which is meaning you're going to get even better sealing on here. So as it works through, you can see now things with liquid. We can seal, which we never were able to do before.
I have become enamored with soup. I mean, I've had this cold forever, so maybe that's part of it. But when we were in Ireland, I just fell back in love with soup. But, especially if you buy in those big cans, you're not supposed to store in the cans. So here we're showing what sets this InstaSeal apart. And remember, we have the lowest price. You don't have to do the legwork. Every place else, this sealer is $99.99.
It sure is.
Today, it's $64.98, and this is how it works.
Exactly. So it has a smart seal technology in there that's going to heat up that bag and literally vacuum out that air, which is incredible because that means we're preserving our food for longer. So things that you want to buy in bulk, you can have in here, and it really is awesome technology. But to me, the footprint is what's important because we don't have a lot of counter space, right? Our kitchens oftentimes can be very small. I love the fact that this is small and compact. It can literally go inside of a drawer, or if you want to keep it out, it's not taking up a lot of real estate, and it's super easy to navigate. So again, all you have to do is pick whether you want to seal or whether you want to vacuum seal, because this is that 2-in-1 that can do both.
And not everyone can.
No, and it has suction feet on it too, so it'll push down to it, so it's not going anywhere. It's nice and stable. You turn it on, and we're just going to pick what we want to do. So now let's vac, since we just sealed. And the big thing, the hardest part for you to do is literally just make sure that bag is all the way to the back of it. And that smart seal technology, once it's in there, is going to automatically grab that bag. Now, I could literally let go of this. I'm just gliding it since we're elevated up a little.
And then some of them, you got to stick it in, and they got to push this button, they got to push that button, and they got to hold it down. No, we pushed one button, but this is where it gets cool. It's so smart. This is that Bell Howell technology that it knows that you are going to be, look at that, listen to the vacuum, listen, and then watch. We've got 1,000 ordered. This is the best dad, grad, wedding, springtime gift because we know what's going to happen. That's going to oxidize. Just like we were talking about our skin oxidizing in bad foundation with Kim Gravel. That's going to oxidize. How many avocados have you thrown out because you live alone and you don't even buy them because they're expensive? And we don't want your good money that you've worked hard to either save or earn to get thrown in the trash.
No,
I mean,
we don't.
I'm 63 years old and I'm telling you, you know, we got to save for ourselves, we got to save for our kids, but it really makes you feel like we grew up where my parents would say you got to finish your plate because there are kids that don't have as much as you do right now. This is our solution. First of all, it's saving you space if you've downsized. It's fun and cool and different. If you're a tomato sauce, if you are a cream sauce, if you're a soup lover like I am, this is the way to go. If you love our Lono bone broth and you love to make great soup, this is so different. Look at those gorgeous, vibrant vegetables. My mom was a nutritionist and she would say, eat with your eyes. You're getting 12 bags. You're getting the InstaSeal. You're getting the how-to guide and more. Every place else right now, this is $99.99. We are at $64.98. It is literally the coolest one we've ever done. We've brought this to you because when Kylie and I were together back on January 5th, the original one sold out. We were able to get this back, the same one, exact one, now with 12 bags that you can reuse, 6 of the medium size, which you can see the size right there, and then 6 of the large, which are pulled here, but any bag will do. And this is what I love. How did you know? I bought this from QVC for my husband. So if you love the pot stickers, if you love the stuff and gourmets, but I got him this shrimp, and my daughter was teasing him because he was like, it's shrimp. It's shrimp. I'm like, yes, I got you shrimp because I work at night with 1,200 ordered. He's not able to make his own, he has to make his own dinners all the time. And these are not inexpensive.
No, they aren't.
We don't want them to get ruined in the freezer.
And you can portion control, Janie. Maybe this is for the two of you to have dinner together. You can take them out. Like, to your point, freezer burn sets in right away if you want to keep them in the freezer, or if you have a package that it comes in, you can seal it right inside of here. So we're keeping this fresher for longer, which we love. And I think what's really great too is we look over here, buying in bulk, which is so nice. So this over here, I'll take our shrimp with us, is so great because it's just me and Dan at the house. And I get home every time and I look at those groceries and I think, I just spent $200 on what? What did I buy? Food is so expensive now. So if you can buy in bulk, even if you're a single person living at home, and portion it out, keep it fresher for longer. So there's our chicken.
And look how you're marinating. So think about barbecue season, right?
Yeah, we have our coffee in there too. Maybe it's one that you're using right away, which is great. So we didn't pull the air out of this one because maybe we just want to use that and fill up our grinder. But this, you can see, are all vacuum sealed. Not one bean is moving out of here, which means these are going to stay fresher for longer. How about things like cheeses? We all know that you get the big bags of shredded cheese. Maybe you have a big one because you're cooking a pasta that you want to pre-portion out, or maybe you want to do little ones. What's great about the bags is you could cut them to size as well, to whatever you need, and seal them too. too, so you can make your own bags and really customize that experience.
You know how expensive the bag of like Caesar salad mix is?
Yes.
Do your own and take it to work. So since you wouldn't have to pull and take the vacuum in with lettuce, you could just seal your lettuce, you could seal your dressing, you could seal your croutons,
You can.
and your